Hey, it's Mark Weiss. Almost 7 years ago, I wrote a short blog post that's particularly applicable during today's times of economic crisis caused by the coronavirus crisis. It's called, Are You Just Taping Up Problems? I want to read it to you, and then we're going to build on it from there. I was finally on the plane. The flight was already 3 hours late to take off, and then the flight attendant announced that one of the overhead luggage bins had a broken latch. The plane couldn't take off until it was fixed. A mechanic was called. About 15 minutes later, the mechanic showed up. The overhead bin was emptied. He played around with the latch. Then he pulled out a form and began filling it in and filling it in and filling it in for approximately 20 minutes. Then he pulled out a roll of tape and taped the bin closed. That took about 10 seconds. He left. Are you simply taping up your group's problems? Quick and easy? That's fine, but destined not to last. If so, the tape is sure to come loose, causing the problem to bang right down on your head with far greater consequences. That was the post. Let's build on that. The point, of course, is that there are no effective short-term solutions to long-term problems. Looking at this another way, a short-term solution might solve the immediate problem, but don't fool yourself into thinking that you've managed the issue for the long term or even for next time. It's like pulling weeds. The garden looks great for a few weeks until, well, what do you know? It's full of weeds once again. For example, currently you may be having an immediate cash flow problem, and I'm not saying that that doesn't need to be fixed. But what I am saying is that that fix is, in many instances, not a fix of the underlying issue. For example, that the business wasn't designed to bank money for weathering the storm, that the compensation plan or compensation structure wasn't designed to deal with any situation other than a complete pass-through, that the staffing model wasn't designed to permit changes in guaranteed work. Many groups suffer from other related long-term problems, issues in connection with governance, in which there's neither any effective governance system or the everyone is a partner problem or the problem that results from the existence of a strong governance system on paper, but one which is depleted by a culture that requires consensus. Many groups, too, suffer from the defect that their existence is completely dependent upon one facility. As many of you have noticed, facilities have used the crisis to terminate agreements. How strong were those bonds, those lifelines to the future of the group? Not very strong at all. Work to create and then preserve optionality, not just at the service site level, but at other levels as well. Crisis is also opportunity. Those that use the crisis and especially the downtime it's imposed to strategize for the future will find new solutions and will position themselves to burst ahead at the other end of the tunnel when others are afraid that the light is just another train headed towards them. There's no short-term solution to a long-term problem. It's the tape on the overhead compartment. Contact me to talk about your short-term solutions to the immediate problems, as well as the long-term solutions to your long-term problems. Stay well, stay strong, stay strategic.